This fall, Walmart has brand new arrivals rolling in, and I know for a fact that several items won't stay on the shelves for long, especially in the larger sizes and prettiest colors. Instead of having you search through aisle after aisle yourself, I've already done the legwork for you. 12 things worth buying, 4 things to avoid, and the reasons behind every single pick. You'd be awesome if you subscribed and liked this video. 1. Better Homes and Gardens, ceramic bakeware and tableware. If you're already figuring out your tablescape for Thanksgiving dinner this year, the Better Homes and Gardens ceramic collection that just hit Walmart shelves is definitely worth a closer look. The first item that caught my eye is the lidded ceramic pumpkin baker for $19.58. It has a heat-resistant glaze and can go straight from the oven to the dining table, saving you from having to transfer food to a separate serving bowl and losing heat in the process. The silhouette looks just as stunning as high-end enameled cast iron pieces from Staub or Le Creuset, which typically run anywhere from $50 to over $100. The main difference is the material. Cast iron retains heat slightly longer, but it's twice as heavy and costs 5 times as much. So for an everyday family gathering, glazed ceramic gets the job done just fine. In my opinion, this is the best quality piece in the entire new batch. Thick glaze, great heat retention, and when you bring the whole pot of pumpkin soup out to the center of the table, every guest is going to ask where you got it. If your holiday feast calls for braising meats for a crowd, the deep-lidded baking dish for $36.12 is much better suited for the job, as the deep cavity and tight-fitting lid keep juices from evaporating during long roasting times. For dessert, both the pie baking dish for $12.26 and the mini cakelet pan for $20.52 are great sizes. But the cakelet pan is more worth buying if your family frequently bakes for get-togethers, since the small floral shapes make portioning a breeze. If you want a more cohesive table setting, the 4-piece ceramic set for $12.97 and the rectangular wooden cookie tray for $13.97 are 2 great matching accessories. However, the wooden tray should only be used for serving cookies or dry foods. Never soak it in water or put it in the dishwasher, as wood warps very quickly, often developing hairline cracks across the surface after just a few washes. The $29 a safer teapot is better suited for an afternoon tea party than daily use, given its rather intricate shape when hand washing. If you often host year-end parties, this ceramic collection is worth picking up early, because Walmart's seasonal holiday items usually sell out of the best pieces before November rolls around, especially the pumpkin baker, as it's the most photogenic piece every fall season. 2. Fall-scented candles. Walmart has rolled out an entire lineup of fall-scented candles this season, and what's interesting is that even the cheapest options in this batch are far more worth buying than what you'd normally expect at that price point. The most budget-friendly pick is the small jar with a tortoiseshell-style lid in the scent Farm Apple Pumpkin for $167. It's perfect for a desk corner or as a small add-on gift. But with a burn time of only about 15 to 20 hours, it's best suited for short-term use. If you want something longer lasting, the ribbed glass jar candles priced between $5.14 and $6.27, available in pumpkin spice, warm apple pie, and fall farmhouse, offer around 35 hours of burn time. Have you noticed that this 6-candle line throws a scent just as strong as the 26 options from Bath & Body Works? I smelled them at the aisle display, and the scent throw is on par. The only difference is the smaller jar and about 10 fewer hours of burn time. If I had to pick just one item from this entire lineup, I'd go with the ribbed glass candle. The wax burns evenly without tunneling to one side, and once the candle is finished, you can repurpose the glass jar to hold makeup brushes or cotton swabs. If you lean more towards seasonal decor, the pumpkin-shaped ceramic candle jars priced from $4.78 to $13.78 in pumpkin. Snickerdoodle and sandalwood are both beautiful and fragrant. They work better as dining table decor than for continuous burning, as the ceramic jar retains heat for quite a while after the flame is put out. For anyone looking to fill a large living room with fragrance, the 60 Oz wood wick candle for $37.28 burns continuously for over 100 hours. The wooden wick makes a soothing, crackling sound, reminiscent of sitting next to a real fireplace, and in terms of burn time per dollar spent, this is the absolute best value in the bunch. Seasonal candles are always the top sellers and sell out the fastest whenever Walmart resets its shelves, usually within the first 3 to 4 weeks. So if you like a scent, you should pick it up in the next few weeks rather than waiting until mid-October. However, home decor is where Walmart has tucked away a piece that instantly elevates an entire living room at a surprisingly low price. 3. Home decor. This fall home decor drop at Walmart includes a few items that look far more expensive than they actually are. The prime example is a mini table lamp priced at $19, and the standout feature is the reflective gold metallic lining inside the lampshade. When turned on, the light isn't a harsh, cool white, but warm and glowing, just like what you'd see in staged living rooms from furniture showroom catalogs. Placed on a nightstand, in a reading nook, or on a living room shelf, it delivers an aesthetic look well beyond its $19 price tag. Another product worth checking out in this collection is the faceted geometric wooden vase, currently priced between $20 and $25. The vase features an artistic, minimalist Scandinavian silhouette that pairs best with dried stems or faux fall florals displayed on a bookshelf or end table. Just keep in mind that you should stick to dried florals or faux stems, as natural wood cannot handle standing water over extended periods. Gold metal frame lanterns with wooden accents are also available in this drop, ranging from $19.86 to $29.98 depending on the size. Drop in a tea light candle and you instantly get a home goods or Pottery Barn aesthetic at about a third of the price. When it comes to home decor, the rarest find isn't just finding cheap items, but finding cheap items that don't look cheap. And with this drop, Walmart nailed it on several specific pieces. 4. Kids apparel. For this back-to-school season, your kids' wardrobes might need a few warmer additions. The most worthwhile purchase in this drop is the Varsity Bomber Jacket, currently priced at $16, featuring licensed graphics of Minnie Mouse, Lightning McQueen, and the Gravedigger monster truck. Licensed Disney varsity jackets at the mall typically run no less than $35, and the pleasant surprise here is that the fabric on this Walmart piece is much thicker than the price tag suggests, holding its shape and vibrant colors well even after multiple machine washes. The metal snap button closure is also a practical plus, allowing kids to dress and undress themselves each morning for school without needing help from adults. Additionally, the $11 pullover fleece sweatshirt with the dinosaur pattern and New York lettering is a better pick for those transitional seasonal days when it's not freezing yet, where a heavy coat is overkill, but a regular t-shirt isn't quite warm enough. This batch also includes Toy Story and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles jogger track sets for kids who love wearing matching head-to-toe outfits. One thing to keep in mind is that larger sizes like 2X and 3X usually sell out within the first 1 to 2 weeks on the rack. So if your child wears these sizes, stopping by earlier in the week is your best bet. 5. Free assembly. Free assembly is Walmart's in-house private label, and to be completely honest, I didn't have high expectations for this line in the past, but holding the gold button knit cardigan currently selling for $34, my first reaction was genuine surprise at how much more structured and substantial the knit is compared to what you usually get at this price point. It has a boxy, tailored silhouette and polished gold-toned buttons with a vintage tweed-inspired flair, holding its crisp shape without stretching out or sagging after a long day of wear. Similar knit cardigans at J. Crew or Banana Republic typically start around $80 to $110, and the quality gap between the two price tags isn't wide enough to justify the price difference. It works equally well for the office or a casual evening out, and this is the piece I truly believe is the most worth your money in this free assembly drop. A more casual, breezy option in the same drop is the scallop trim knit top at $24. Featuring delicate scalloped edging along the cuffs and hem. It comes in green, pink, and blue, making it perfect for weekend outings or coffee runs rather than formal settings. As for the $26 banana print set, frankly speaking, its everyday wearability is quite low. It's only worth considering if you truly love quirky novelty styles and already have matching pieces in your closet to style with it. 6. Pretty Garden. The cottagecore aesthetic is making a strong comeback this season, and Pretty Garden has a tiered ruffle dress at Walmart that taps right into that trend for $36. It features a flowy maxi cut, subtle puff sleeves, and tiered ruffles at the hem in a Little House on the Prairie style, making it well suited for weekend strolls or casual family gatherings. The exact same style usually sells on Amazon for $45 and up, and the advantage of buying in-store is that you can try the fit on in person before deciding, as this cut can be somewhat tricky on certain body types. The color palette for this drop includes pink with white trim, crisp pure white, and navy blue paired with creamy brown. Among them, the pink with white trim is expected to sell out the fastest based on current trends. The textured poly blend fabric offers good stretch and does a decent job of smoothing over your silhouette, but to be candid, this design isn't the best fit for petite or stockier frames, as the tiered ruffles at the hem can make the proportions look heavier than they actually are. A practical touch that many dresses of this style overlook is the two deep side pockets, which are spacious enough to hold keys and a phone without having to carry a small purse. When laundering, it's best to place it in a mesh laundry bag and air dry, rather than putting it in the tumble dryer, so the elasticated cuffs don't lose their shape over time. 7. Jessica Simpson midi dress and matching separates. If you need a dress versatile enough for both office meetings and early season cocktail parties, the Jessica Simpson midi dress for $39.50, available in a warm teal and earthy brown colorway or a solid black version with elegant puff sleeves, is an easy-to-wear option. If you prefer the flexibility of separates, the set featuring a short sleeve top paired with flattering wide-leg pants for $32 offers a broad size range up to 2X, making it easy for almost anyone to find their perfect fit. Compared to similar Jessica Simpson designs sold at Macy's or Nordstrom Rack, which typically range from $60 to $80, this is a very accessible price point for the exact same brand, a price gap of over $40 for virtually the same silhouette. In my view, this is the best value piece in the women's apparel category for this drop. The stitching is clean, and the drapey drape of the wide leg pants hides imperfections around the thighs and lower belly exceptionally well, something many other budget-friendly sets fail to do because they tend to be cut too tight around the hips. If you need an outfit that looks polished without the hassle of figuring out how to style it, this $32 matching set can carry you through both fall and early winter when layered with a light cardigan. 8. Bed-in-a-bag comforter sets. Walmart has just brought in 2 matching fall bedding sets, and if you're thinking about giving your bedroom a makeover before winter sets in, now is a great time to check them out. The King Bed-in-a-Bag is currently priced at $55.98 and includes a thick comforter, sheets, and pillowcases for a king bed, all in one single box. A comparable sheet and comforter set at Kohl's or Bed Bath & Beyond usually starts at $100 or more, so here you're getting the entire coordinated set for nearly half the price. If you need extra decorative pillows and want everything in your bedroom to be perfectly color coordinated, the 11-piece queen set at $62 is a more comprehensive choice, coming with additional throw pillows and matching sheets in warm fall tones. The microfiber fabric is soft, quick drying in the wash, and wrinkle-resistant, making it ideal for anyone who doesn't want high-maintenance bedding. To be realistic and direct, in the deep freeze of midwinter, this comforter will require an extra layer of a wool throw or down blanket over top to provide enough warmth. As your primary bedding layer for the cool days of early to late fall, it works perfectly fine, but getting through January and February will require extra layers. 9. Halloween and fall pajama sets. Halloween is still several weeks away, but Walmart's seasonal sleepwear racks are already packed with new arrivals under the Way to Celebrate brand, with sizes ranging from S up to 3X. This is one of those rare drops where the price gap compared to Kohl's or Old Navy is remarkably wide, as similar styles they're typically run between $28 and $35. The Halloween-themed pajama top and shorts set is priced at $16.98, featuring prints like pumpkin spice, ghosts, stars and moons, skeletons, and bats. The brushed fleece knit feels exceptionally soft and warm to the touch, noticeably better than what most would expect at this price point. If you only need pajama pants for evening movie nights or reading, there is a standalone fold-over waistband pajama pants option for around $13.98, printed with Halloween skeletons or pumpkins, featuring a wide, comfortable elastic band that doesn't pinch. There are also standalone long-sleeve tees at $9.98 with embroidered sayings like Hello Fall and Bone Appetite and Mummy Bear graphics, suitable for both lounging at home or grabbing a casual coffee on the weekend. An important note to keep in mind is that plus sizes like 2X and 3X usually sell out within the first 2 weeks on the shelf, so if you're looking for larger sizes, stopping by earlier this week is a much safer bet than waiting. 10. No boundaries in Madden NYC. Cold weather boots and footwear. Walmart has 2 brand new lines of cold weather boots in this drop, and both are competing in the designer-inspired segment at a much more accessible price point. The No Boundaries line starts at $45, featuring low-cut shearling-lined boots in a rich burgundy wine shade with leopard trim, as well as embroidered suede or studded options. Design-wise, they easily rival Steve Madden or Uggs that typically run between $120 and $160, and that is where this line shines best. It looks far more expensive than its price tag. The Madden NYC line features high-top combat boots adorned with rows of metal buckles down the shaft at $50, designed with a convenient side zipper so you don't have to lace them up every time you put them on. However, one thing needs to be said up front before you make a decision. The interior footbed cushioning on both of these lines is thin and lacks proper anatomical arch support. If you only plan to wear them for casual outings, seasonal photo shoots, or short walks for a few hours, they are completely fine. But if you plan to do a lot of walking or stand for extended periods, you should add a gel insole inside to avoid foot soreness and heel fatigue by the end of the day. 11. Lee and Jessica Simpson. If you're looking for extra accessories to complete your fall wardrobe without spending a lot, Walmart has 2 very interesting directions to choose from this time, depending on your personal style. Jessica Simpson handbags are currently priced between $30 and $38, featuring a luxurious plum red shade that is perfect for the fall and winter seasons. This is noticeably cheaper than the exact same brand at other retailers, and the design is versatile enough to carry to the office or a cocktail party without feeling out of place. The other direction is Lee denim bags, ranging from $22 to $26 depending on the style. 2 designs worth checking out are a vintage 90s-inspired patchwork style and a utilitarian version with 2 large cargo pockets. The denim fabric is sturdily constructed, holds plenty of everyday essentials comfortably, and is significantly more affordable than trendy canvas or denim bags at TJ Maxx, which usually start at $40 and up. Also featured in this drop are stacked ring and hoop earring jewelry sets in gold or silver plating at $8.92 per set. They are great for dressing up for a night out or switching up your daily look, but be careful to keep them away from water or sweat, as the thin plating will tarnish rather quickly and can leave a green residue on your fingers if you have sensitive skin. 12. Lee and graphic tees. The 90s nostalgia trend is still running strong this season, and the collection of licensed graphic tees and classic Lee denim jackets in this drop taps right into that wave at an extremely accessible price point. The most standout piece among the tees is the Western-style Hello Kitty tee featuring Yeehaw Phoenix, Arizona lettering, priced around $9.98. Alongside that are band tees for rock groups like the Misfits and Korn, as well as horror tees featuring Chucky for $13, just in time for the upcoming Halloween season. Comparable licensed graphic tees at Hot Topic or Target usually cost between $22 and $28, and the substantial 100% cotton fabric here wicks sweat well, with crisp screen printing that won't peel after repeated machine washes. Classic Lee denim jackets are also available in this drop, featuring a timeless cut that doesn't change much from season to season, making it easy to layer over a variety of outfits. If you're looking for gifts for your kids and grandkids, or simply want to pick up an everyday fall layer, this is a section well worth browsing before items sell out. You've just seen the 12 items worth buying, but just as important are the 4 things I recommend you avoid in this drop. One of them is selling for just 50 cents, and I still say it isn't worth it. And I'm going to explain exactly why right now. Mountain Sole and Time and True Cork Clogs. The Mountain Sole Cork Clogs for around $35 and the Time and True Clogs for $25 are both dupes of the trendy expensive suede slip-on clogs popular online. However, the footbed on these budget-friendly lines usually uses industrial foam wrapped in thin felt without proper anatomical arch support, which is a far cry from the contoured molded footbeds of the authentic brands. If you walk in these clogs for extended periods, your feet can easily develop arch pain and heel fatigue, especially if you have to stand on hard surfaces for more than 30 minutes at a time. The faux suede material is another issue. The moment it gets caught in fall rain, it becomes soggy, matted, and difficult to clean back up. I understand the appeal of a $35 price tag when compared to genuine clogs that run $120 or more, but everyday footwear directly impacts your knees and back over time, and that is an area worth investing in properly rather than pinching pennies in the wrong place. Plated metal jewelry sets. The stacked ring and hoop earring jewelry sets in gold or silver plating are currently selling for $8.92 per set, and that price looks very tempting for anyone wanting to switch up their daily look without spending much. The practical problem is that products at this price point usually have only a very thin layer of plating over a base metal core, often containing nickel or copper. After just a few times washing your hands or sweating, the plating begins to tarnish and gradually flake off. For those with sensitive skin, it can even leave dark green stains on your fingers or cause itchiness after being worn for a while. I'm not saying these sets are completely useless. If you only need to wear them for a single party and then tuck them away, $8.92 is acceptable. But if you expect this to be everyday jewelry, you will be disappointed fairly quickly. Instead of hoarding several sets of these, putting that budget toward a piece of genuine sterling silver or better quality stainless steel will last you so much longer. Candy-scented hand sanitizers. Walmart just lined up a display of mini soda-scented hand sanitizers right by the checkout registers, the exact spot designed to trigger impulse buys because they look compact and cute. These Kool-Aid or Pepsi-scented bottles cost $4 for a very small bottle, 3 times more expensive than a standard Purell bottle of the exact same size, even though the active sanitizing alcohol ingredients are fundamentally not much different. The artificial candy sweet scent is quite overpowering from the very first squeeze, and while the sanitizing alcohol evaporates quickly, it leaves behind a sticky residue on your hands rather than feeling clean and fresh like standard hand sanitizers. Even more concerning is that the sweet, candy-like scent can easily tempt young children to lick or ingest it. This is especially dangerous if you clip this bottle onto the backpack or keychain of young kids, as the alcohol concentration in hand sanitizers is high enough to cause alcohol poisoning if ingested even in small amounts. If you have young children at home, I advise you to completely avoid this candy-scented sanitizer line. A standard fragrance-free or lightly scented bottle sanitizes just as effectively, costs considerably less, and keeps you from worrying about your kids mistaking it for candy and putting it in their mouths. Fall plastic dinnerware, bowls, and cups. The collection of plastic plates, bowls, and tumblers printed with maple leaf and pumpkin designs is currently displayed all over Walmart's disposable dinnerware section, priced at just 50 cents a piece. This price point sounds practically free, and it's exactly the kind of pricing that tempts people to toss dozens of them into their carts for family dinners or weekend get-togethers. However, this thin, rigid plastic retains food odors for a very long time. Using it just a few times for greasy foods, turmeric, or tomato-based sauces will cause the bowls to develop yellow stains that you simply cannot wash out, as cheap plastic lacks the stain-resistant treatments found in high-grade melamine. The surface of this plastic also scuffs and micro-scratches very easily if you use metal knives or forks to cut food directly on it. Once scratched, bacteria can more easily lodge into those tiny crevices, making it almost impossible to sanitize completely no matter how hard you scrub. I understand the appeal of wanting disposables for easy post-party cleanup, but at 50 cents each, you are much better off skipping them and reusing the ceramic dinnerware you already have at home. They look far more elegant on a dining table, are significantly safer for your health than cheap plastic, and in the long run, save you from having to spend money repurchasing them every holiday season. New arrivals always attract shoppers, but the good stuff sells out fast while the duds sit on the shelves for a long time. Before you head to Walmart this weekend, keep in mind the 4 items I just advised avoiding. Saving that money will give you enough to pick up an item that is far more worthwhile.